Good morning. Hello. Namaste. Jovon here with Downy Yoga. We're going to be doing a 60-minute steady ease. So grab a hold of a blanket, a strap, and 2 blocks if you have it. If you don't worry about it. We can still enjoy simple grounding, steady movements, and just do what you can. What we're going to be starting off with is a blanket. So let's get our blanket folded up and let's roll. Okay, so gently, we don't want to roll it so it's very, very hard. Just gently roll it so it's kind of more on the fluffy side. We're going to put that to about 1/3 down from your come onto your, facing the front of your yoga mat. And what you're going to do is when you lie down, see if you can place your blanket right behind the heart, okay? So right below those shoulder blades. And once you rest down, make any slight movements. We'll make a cactus shape with the arms, knees bent, feet a little bit wider than the hips, and knock the knees inward for a supported, constructive rest position. So slightly tuck the chin, maybe lengthen the back of the neck. Take a big breath in. Open the mouth. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Start to take notice of the breath. We're going to use the first part of class just to draw inward. Can you notice the heartbeat and feel the rhythm of your heart? Are you able to breathe a little bit more with ease? Or do you happen to feel some constriction? Maybe the chest feels heavy today. Breath by breath, relaxing more and more, tuning in, checking in. Let's start to bring a little more effort into lengthening and deepening the breath. With each inhale, really focusing and drawing our attention to how the breath and where the breath enters the body. And each exhale, ask yourself, is there something that I'm still clenching onto physically? Can you allow your body to completely surrender and drop down into the earth? About one more full breath in, and a very grounding sigh of relief on the exhale, just releasing. We're going to slowly remove the blanket underneath our back. So slowly bring yourself up onto your elbows. Slide your rolled up blanket off to the side. Return onto your back. Tee the arms out like a T. You can have palms up or down, whichever is most comfortable. And we're going to allow our knees to plop over towards the left. No effort, just plopping down. On your next inhale, let's come back to center. Exhale, gently plop your knees and legs down to the right. Stay for a few breaths. On the inhale, come back to center and bring the knees into the chest. You can have your hands in front of the shins or behind the knee. Rock. Let's place the feet on the floor. Grab a block or maybe the rolled up blanket, and I want you to put it behind your head. Okay, I like the block because I feel more length, more support. Place your arms down by your sides, palms facing down. Shimmy the shoulders right under you, so that way the shoulders are away from the ears. The back of the neck feels nice and long. Extend your left leg towards the front of your mat, and the right leg up to the sky. Keep the knee bent. Okay, we don't need to extend the leg straight. We're just going to gently stretch the hamstrings. And let's start to make circles. So we're going to go clockwise. Okay, baby circles. You don't need to point or flex your foot. Just let the foot be relaxed. Good. Let's see if we can make the circles a little bit bigger. And maybe a little bit bigger. We're still going clockwise. If you're like me, you are starting to feel a little bit of cracking and popping, the joints getting warmed up. Okay, and then let's pause and in small circles counterclockwise. And a little bit bigger, so like your medium circle. And then as big of a circle as you feel comfortable. Okay, we don't want to strain, force. Good. Now pause in the middle, bring the knee into the chest, let's hug it in. Okay, interlacing the fingers in front of your shin. We'll bring the knee towards the armpit, so it's more on the outside of the rib cage. How does that feel? Does it feel nice? Does it feel like it's releasing? And then we're going to extend the right leg up to the sky. Once again, this time I want you to interlace the fingers behind the hamstrings. Extend the leg through the heel. So now we have dorsiflexion in your foot. Toes are pointing towards your face, somewhat so, going in that direction. Use a strap here if you like. If you're going to use a strap, you'll place a strap around the ball of your foot. So like so. Hold on to the strap. Stay here for about 5 more breaths. If you want, you can crawl your hands up the calves, hold on to the ankle, relax the shoulders down. This is really nice. Two more breaths. Let's bring the knee into the chest one more time. Give it a hug, snuggle, and release. We'll extend the right leg and pause. Arms down by the sides. Notice if there's a different sensation from your right leg to the left leg. When you're ready, bring the left leg in towards your body and extend the leg. Palms facing down, down by your sides, okay, on the outer hips. Now remember, we don't need to flex the foot or point the toes, just let the foot be as it is. There's a bend in the knee. And clockwise, let's go ahead and make baby circles here. Maybe a little bit bigger if you're ready. Okay, if you're not ready, don't do it. And then maybe as big as you feel comfortable. And doing this is strengthening your hip flexors. There's some muscles on the inside of the thigh that you might be feeling, your adductors. Good. And then let's slow down. Mini circles. Oops. Let's bring the knee into the chest. Okay, so now we're going to go mini circles. Okay, maybe make your medium circle here. Large. And let's bring the knee back into the chest. We'll take a few breaths here. shoulders behind the hamstrings. So feel from your left sit bone lengthening through your heel up towards the sky. Okay, and you can make this work for you by sliding your hands up towards the ankle. Drop your shoulders down, release the jaw, 5 full breaths. All right, let's slowly release. Extend the left leg out onto your mat, arms down by your sides, palms facing up, and we'll pause here just for a few breaths. Taking your time, roll on to whichever side is most comfortable for you and help bring yourself up onto your seat. We'll place our block off to the side and come onto our hands and knees, facing the front of the mat. Keep your toes tucked under. All right, wrists under the shoulders, knees will be under the hips. Inhale, lift the chest, drop the belly. Exhale, rounding. So real curl in here, dropping the head down. Inhale, chest up, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding. Spread the shoulders away. Do this on your own. Stretching the front and the back of the spine. If there's any little other movements that you like to add, perhaps pressing the hips back, swaying the hips side to side, lowering the chest, chin down for a little heart chest opener here. Any movements that will feel good in your body to open up. Okay. Meet me in a flat back. Uncurl the toes. Maybe back up from the top of your mat a little bit and start to walk your hands forward for Anahatasana, heart melting pose. Place your forehead down, or if you want more and opening up the front of the throat, you can rest your chin down. Now, depending on how open your shoulders are, you might find down, especially the inner palms. Wrap the triceps earthward and feel the broadness in the back. All the way through the length of your spine down to the sacrum. Walk your hands back so the wrists are under the shoulders. Good. Curl your toes under. We're going to crawl ourselves back into a standing forward fold. Keep the knees bent Keep the head and chest dangling in front of your legs. Grab opposite shoulder heads and begin to sway gently side to side. If you want to practice stillness, then maybe just be still and breathe deep into the belly. Release the arms. Generous bend in the knees. You want to coil in, just like when you did a cat. You drew the navel in towards the spine. I want you to do that as we roll up like a rag doll. Okay. Stacking your bones one right on top of the other. Roll the shoulders back as you bring your head on top of the shoulders. Get real comfortable with standing. Bring the feet to hips distance apart. Arms are down by the sides, palms facing up. Toes are dead ahead, so we want to make sure that the feet are completely parallel. We feel the hips and the chest, the shoulders centered forward. Inhale, reach the arms up, and I want the palms to be facing each other, so that way the rotation is neutral in the shoulder sockets. On your exhale, the right arm down and open up the arms towards the right. So we want to bring forward instead of allowing our hips to open up. Can we isolate from the waist down and just open from the belly button up? Inhale, arms up, palms facing each other. Exhale, second side. Drop left hip. Cage crawls to the left. Inhale. Exhale, side A. And see if you can find these two movements of the frontal point of the hip going forward, and the left rib cage, the outer left rib cage crawling towards the right. Okay. Inhale, center. Exhale, side B. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Palms meet. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's take a nice walk to the top of the mat. We'll meet ourselves in a nice, comfortable, grounding and steady Tadasana. Palms are facing forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Watch as the palms meet. Keep the palms glued together. On the exhale, we're going to slightly bend the knees and sit in a gentle chair. Inhale, press to standing, hands come to the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, heart will come forward. Exhale, we'll plant our palms and we're going to step back into a downward facing dog. So this will be our first one here. One leg back at a time. Please feel free to pedal out your feet, nod the head no, release the jaw, notice if there's some tenderness in the legs. On your next exhale, let's lower the knees down. Keep your toes tucked. Inhale, shift the chest forward. So the shoulders are leaning past the wrist crease line. You still have the navel, so we're not lowering the hips like so. Navel drawing towards the spine. Then on the exhale, lower the chest and chin down. Release all the way, point the toes back. Keep the hands right under the shoulder heads, and then inhale, gently lift only the head and chest. So elbows are hugging in towards the rib cage. So our Ardha Bhujangasana, also known as a baby cobra here. Now, just think of the back of your skull lengthening forward towards the front of your room. Stay here for 1 or 2 more breaths. On your exhale, we're going to press back into a child's pose, Balasana. Careful not to dump into the lower back. Keep the navel engaged so we're not hyper extending the lower back. Rest your forehead down. Extend your arms forward, lengthening the side body, and breathe. When you're ready, meet me in a downward facing dog. On the exhale, let's bring the right foot closest to the right thumb. So we're just going to lunge that forward. Drop the back knee. Feel free to cushion your back knee with a blanket. Mine's all the way over here, but it's always worth making the effort to bring in your props. Uncurl the back toes, and we'll plant the left hand down and reach the right arm up. Lock underneath the left hand. Go ahead and adjust it to your comfort level, okay? We're all about making space and bringing ourselves some ease here. So similar to what we did when we were standing and twisting, okay, crawl the left rib cage towards the right inner thigh. Wrap the left tricep back so the shoulder draws away from the ear. One more breath. Exhale, let's bring the right hand down. Curl the back toes under. Let's step back into downward facing dog. Once you get into downward facing dog, take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower your knees. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, baby cobra, point the toes back. Maybe you come up a little bit higher this time. You want to resist the lower back bend by drawing the navel in. I like to keep my elbows bent here so we can broaden the collarbones. Exhale, child's pose. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Downward facing dog as you are ready. On the exhale, lunge your left foot closest to the left thumb. Drop the back knee. Okay, you can keep the toes tucked. Left palm down, underneath the shoulder. Left arm up. So right palm down, left arm up. Wrap the right tricep back. Okay, when you do that, just imagine the tip of your shoulder blade pressing the right rib cage forward towards the left inner thigh. One more breath. Exhale. Let's release. Planting the palms, lift the back leg. Downward facing dog. Okay, just step it back. Take your time. On the exhale, let's lower the knees and pause. Tabletop. Extend the right leg back. You can have the ball of your foot down or lift the heel the same level of your hips. Hug your left hip in towards the midline of the body. And when you're ready, take the left arm forward. On your exhale, we'll set everything down. And when you're ready, switch sides. So we'll extend the left leg first. Again, you can keep the ball of your foot down or lift. And then right arm forward. On the exhale, everything down. Let's bring ourselves into a downward facing dog, just stretching all the way back. Maybe pedal out the feet. When you're ready, just bend the knees slightly. Inhale, look forward. And when you're ready, exhale, take 1 or 2 steps to the top of the mat. Generous bend in the knees. Okay. As you inhale, roll up like a rag doll. Remember, draw the navel in, protect the lower back. Good. Tadasana. Bring the feet together. Big toes touching, heels are slither apart. Or if it's more comfortable for you and you feel more grounded, feet hips distance apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the heavens. Watch as the palms kiss and pause. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips slightly. Inhale, press to standing, hands to the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, will lengthen. Exhale, let's plant the palms, step back into downward facing dog. This time, if you feel like you're going to take that right leg back as habit, pause and take the opposite leg back. On your exhale, lunge the right foot forward, closest to the right thumb, drop the back knee. We'll release the toes this time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Good. Adjust. We want to make sure the front knee is stacked over the ankle. And bring the palms to touch when you feel ready. Okay, or at least as close as you can to it. If it's really strenuous on the shoulders, that's okay. Just bring them at least towards one another. Well done. On your exhale, we're going to lean forward. Try to keep the palms glued together and the biceps behind the ears. On your exhale, bring the hands at prayer in front of your heart. Take an inhale and lengthen the spine forward. On your exhale, begin to crawl the left inner thigh, and let's bring the left elbow to the right outer knee, and we'll hook it. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can do what I'm doing and just take your right hand and press down on it so you can bring the rib cage forward and hook a little deeper. Okay, you can always do that too. Try to breathe as smooth as you can. One more breath. On the exhale, we're going to unhook and place the hands onto the floor. You can use blocks here. Take one more breath in. Exhale, extend the right leg straight. Walk the hands back as needed, or walk the hands more forward and see if you can bring more length to the back of your right leg. Bring the heart forward so we're not trying to round too much into the back. We want to get as much hip flexion as we can here. One more breath. On the exhale, hinge forward, plant the palms, downward facing dog. When you're ready, exhale, lunge the left foot forward, back knee down, release the toes, reach the arms up. Okay, once you feel a comfortable lunge, bring the palms together, or at least close enough. On the exhale, lean forward, lower ribs in. Biceps behind the ears as much as you can. Exhale, hands at prayer. Inhale, back of the body slides forward to lengthen the spine. Exhale, begin to twist. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take your left hand, place it on top of the left thigh, press down, and rehook the right elbow. Relax the shoulders, the neck, and the jaw. Keep the focus on the breath. On the exhale, we'll release, hands down, framing the front foot, and extend the front leg for our half splits. So different variations, you can use your blocks. You can extend the arms forward. The hands can be under the shoulder heads. Either way, we're bringing the heart forward to lengthen. And breathe. When you're ready, let's lunge forward. Plant your palms down. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Begin to lower the knees down. You'll come into a tabletop. Meet me with your legs extended forward. You can certainly sit on a blanket if you like. Good. So a nice Dandasana, staff pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Palms are facing each other, not together, but just facing each other. On the exhale, we're going to take the right arm, reach for the outer left foot. Take the left hand, place it down behind you. Fingers are facing the back wall. On the inhale, what we're going to do is you're going to press into the right heel, the opposite heel. Press into that heel to help give yourself some leverage to lift and pick up, okay? So you want to use the strength of your left leg as well, picking up the left leg. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, begin to twist. Now you can keep your left fingers down or reach your left arm towards the back of the room. Exhale, let's release. Gently place the left foot down. Inhale, arms come up. Palms are facing each other. Exhale, second side. Remember to press the opposite heel down to help lift. Okay, your right hand can be down or extend the arm. Breathe and just allow the body to expand itself with the energy that you're bringing in through your nose, your prana. Beautiful, purifying breath. And exhale, we'll release. Inhale, we'll bring it up. Exhale, fold over, Paschimottanasana. So, bringing the heart forward. Again, just think of the attachment where the hamstrings attach to the sit bones all the way down. We want to lengthen this. So I'm not concerned with much rounding my back. I'm more trying to stretch through the hips, okay? Hinging at the hips, rather. You can use a strap or maybe your peace sign fingers hook your big toes. One more breath. And exhale, we'll release, rolling up. We'll make our way down onto our backs. Let's place a blanket for some cushion And we will definitely be using a block, so make sure that you have a block close by. All right, bring the knees into the chest. Good. Maybe rock gently side to side. We're going to come in for a happy baby. Split your arms in between the legs, grab the outer edges of the feet. If you want to rock gently side to side or stay stillness, maybe there's some leg stretching that you want to add in, you can do that as well. One more breath. On your exhale, we will release. Place your feet on the floor with your knees bent. Grab a hold of your block. Okay, if you don't have a block, you can use your blanket instead and just roll it up really tightly this time so it's nice and firm. We're going to place the block, okay? It's going to be on the lowest level but the widest setting, so that way we can support the pelvic bone, not the lower back, the pelvic bone. If you want a little higher, you're more than welcome to place the block on the second setting. So a little bit of option here. And I'm gonna invite you to explore here. Does it feel good to keep the knees bent, or maybe extend one leg? Notice how that stretches the front of the hip flexors here, all this front part. You can switch that up, or maybe even do both legs extended. Explore and find something that works for you. Maybe just take your a few breaths and do both. Do all of your options. You can also do Baddha Konasana, so with the soles of the feet together, the knees splay out. How does that feel on your body? Opening up, releasing the tension in the hips, the lower back, the inner thighs. You don't realize how much gets stored there. Our emotional stress gets stored physically in our muscles. Breathe a little deeper for the last 5 breaths. Wherever you are, begin to undo the pose by coming back to center. Removing the block off to the side. Now, there's a couple options here. You can stay in stillness just for a moment, or feet wider than hips distance, and let your knees plop over towards the right, gently moving over towards the left, just like we did in the beginning of class, but this time with our breath. And you don't even have to go all the way if that doesn't feel comfortable. If something feels tender, use your hands on your thighs to help guide and support. Okay, this way we can relax. When we feel supported, we can relax more. One more side on the right and the left so you're even. And then bring the knees towards the chest. Rocking gently side to side. From here, we can get into our final resting pose. Now, I would like to suggest to use blocks underneath the calf muscles. So if you come onto your seat, this can be a blanket or a pillow or even blocks. I would place the blocks underneath the calves just to elevate the legs. Make sure the knees have some space to be bent so that way they're not locked out. You let the feet be flopped open, loose and relaxed. And you can make a cactus shape with the arms. You can take the arms down by the sides, whatever is most comfortable for you. It takes just a few more breaths, sometimes even more, for the body to truly relax. Notice if the mind is going elsewhere than the present moment. If that's happening to you, it's okay. All you need to do is come back to the breath. Invite yourself and welcome yourself to be in the present. Together, we'll take a big breath in. Open the mouth. Soften the entire body. You are completely supported by the earth beneath you. You can trust that it holds you. You are completely welcomed to let go. This is it. Shavasana. Let your body rest. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Stay here for as much time as needed. Make sure you take your time coming up from your final resting pose, Respect your body, honor your body. I wish you all a beautiful day. Take time just to stop and breathe. Maybe one other time out of your day today. Enjoy your breath. Enjoy being in the present. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you so much for joining class today. Namaste.